9:41 na abo ewo fie ha no me mo kwa babio me ba Kessben Maakye sumedim ade Kojo Preko Dankwah KPD me wo hanam till 9:40 na de dwumadie no abawie ye me ka say nanom empenfo betena se ora George Krobia Sante Deputy National Director Communication MPP obetena se saso na Richard Etonam Nyakom ono se Eastern Regional Youth Organizer the NDC ono so betena se na fe yedi nkomoni ahwe de ekọ omamu nsem kanoforiata and I so necessary no ehun nsem yina na ebedi ho nkomo ewo fie hanom enne but wa menkwa ahoma so mra na mene eye owura Ebenezer Estrifi or vice chairman and as a vice president ema eye Mortuary Workers Union the entire ne papa ba bedi nkomo ne se necessary no a strike na ekọ no ye pesi ehun sunsuanso bigiri yesa nra wutie me ka se reporters no enko the various mortuaries ni enko cheke eye de ekoso ewo honom the rate no etiseng indeed as media houses the SSA ye no ene ye no yesi ye bisa hu susuanso no se na esi ekono na ye hu kwan ye be fa so a ye be sra aban na omo atuma ye hu abibi amayen Ebenezer ewa homa no so ye ne ni nkomo na afi ye mbra Ebenezer good morning bibi aboko de
Papa cho me hu yo me nua na ho so e
Awurade adom ye tin kwam nko ade bibia eye kama
yo
nice yedi nkomo efa eye nurses no omo strike no omo call ye no na mom no insistanso no edoso ebi ko hospital omo nya eye nurses no attending to them largely yatete o social media yatete wo eye newsum kasiebom se sebio yenuanom eja ye ho wa na sebi ewu no ekoso eye no pressa how is the mortuaries na wo eye in crime Ashanti region across the country saying and a pressure no etisisia
yo me nua me da se na me chia etiefo nyina se yo tena wo kanu nurses for on strike na de sunsanso bebre aba na oba mortuaries na de na wo no e cost sisi pa compared to previous days no isan say bebre yedo medo no na obi anu ha obetimi ahwe won anaso obeboa won enti ese wo find ni pa ba bi bi won du kura na wa film e wo kwan so na de bebre enti ama owo no anu akosoro kakra ha
o share rate na nanka enkan no o de wani toto forma anko bi beka say anka every week bia nanka munya sen sebi and as a see no 2 to 3 days or 4 days ababeye sisi amamo
yo me da se minia kakra won se yen yaduma won se private and confidential enti se ha meka se nipa dodo se ne wafiri mana se se ni de mintumi mfam to jasa esa de hu ne so krabeto amanfo so but nyaye kan nyina ne se akosoro compared to previous days na dem akosoro kakra fan yeah.
But mami misa Ebenezer se akosro mo wo capacity no ye betumi etumi kura sebi emu na eba no ye wo capacity no as a country and our hospitals no
yo me da si bebre en se na de mortuaries no private mortuaries na dosu pa nti anu ni ade etumi aboa na ntisa na tisa kan bi atwemu a government mortuaries menkwa na hodanka bring pay baby ampo emfa but since private mortuaries ni bebre abenti bebre eko na edwon emu anase sebom de hia afiri me eko sa abre no nti ama sunsanso no MP su bebre ema mortuaries no because private ones na dosu wompa and almost Kurana say road abafe bia nso ebi wo ho a boa dwumedi no
mami sambi sasa semwe biom omu ba honomo a me ye sure say mu no mudi nkomo mo te de omu ka no ene nsem omu ka no obetumi ni achebi e de na ya omu ba omu ka quite recently then I omu ka chemu mo fo say enshada nkoyi sa no
Enkoma relatives na ba omuni ebie se enkoyi na de ne de. Em se ne ho kakra ne se esro mortuary bia both private and government esro bia ne prices then is it de binum ba na wo mo pay bi say mo ha agisen wo mo gisen and a private ones and I say I have to say e san say yen ni mortuary tin ga bia wona de ni nti ana wo mo bi say bisa tanya e bia ebo esi etie nti nsema wo mo tay bi say bisa ne de e bi na me no e chen nti
Ebeneza ansa na obeja ye ho akokra no ma membisa wo so wadwen kire nurses no issue na amomo eco strike no odwen ho sen
Minya me da se we are see the one kata ne one pray for that unsenka na ade no na eya wo ya na so wonka be koso aye won ya won de wo mo pray won da chi won ye na de en adwumi bia na se association bia ni ye di se obehwe se ni kuma ana se ne manfo no de di won pray into won kwan se wo mo ye saa adwumi dia na se strike atisa no na mum kakra me pese me kan se ye mpanimfo no enhwe na wono esia sabe mpanimfo se ano na no esia ntoto emba enti wonhia na asɛmɛde akoma toyim na botoyim ebeba no wono nka na womombra embra de sanse ha adwen pa hwɛ akokora abrewa obi onyim anaasɛ bi titisa waba na onyi obi a onhwɛ no ya ha adwen pa nti yɛbɛsrɛ na yɛasrɛ yɛ nuanom nurses no so yɛmba na yɛnkrɔfoɔ sɛ yɛsrɛ wɔn a saban no ɛne wonhyia yɛsrɛ wɔn nhyehyɛ biara wɔn ase na nyɛ asomdwe ɛman because ɔman no ɛrekɔ ahonyihia bebree mu
Mesmeda say Ebenezer Esrifi Vice President and as a Chairman Emma Mortuary Workers Union and I no Edin Komono. Mame kwa humano subio na mene Ura Patrick Tete or Ashanti Regional Secretary Emma Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association yenini ending common. Na yenshare what is the latest on ground. Ura Patrick, good morning, Bibi Aboko.
Good morning, Minya Kojo Preko Bibi Aboko na mosoya.
Ye the radias yeso ye hu ye na Ghana for and na omo ho enye esane de ekoso no. The di kan answer na maybe so the ekoso within money aban no. How do you feel when utie radio, uko social media, utie insama amount for aircar, u share social media, people in taxis, amukra gas, sebi oxygen, sorry. I show mano ebi what to see ebi aba waba hospital wenya nipa amananshe nintino sebi with film and all that. Me sure say wo fie what it is and same way na as a person as in Patrick Tete. I was a nurse. So what is and same way I am net to say.
Me da se me never me fa kun so achia Ghana for nyina ani nurse for nyina empanyi for me ti obi bia me say question wa bi say die emu ewrem kakra nyina unse edika ka say enye ye pe me say be cause strike because eto fie ye nuanom bi enyenyem ya ye maame mo so e wo ba bi a omo ho bedodo omo mbekọ hospital nti enye ye de say ye wo strike enye ye de ba kokra nti ye nyina nurse ni die oje adwuma na otena fie na otwokra na no keka no so bekọ adwuma mu but me na be ma ya setremo a ye de ye adwuma no enye imagine say nurse ni bi ye adwuma highly contagious area sebi TB area sebi highly infectious wards na even all ye adwuma na panye ni bi aye den awo no aye na to aduro so se onnom na sa nurse ni onnom aduro be kwa yare sabi ompo no na wasa ko tua sika na ya sa ahwe no but what ya nti se o ka se o gen sa ni ma we nyina wo mpo no wo be ye adwuma na akra sa famu awu nti ya se sa ni ma we nyina e ko so be sere aban ne Ghana for say ya sama ye ka no yen politics ntu nchen na yen tie se enye sika se aban ma sika bi na yen kodi o ye se me nurse me hwe o me nurse me to nchen wo de hwe o se yare a me to ho hwe o ibi ye me ana se me ho dodo me a abanye de emma me aduro hospital ho free na me fan hwe me ho na ade ati a betime nya nkwane ahode abehwe wo a oda ward ho no enye adikasi bia nti se ka se ye di sa ne manati a ye de ye yare na yes asan boy na ye de aduro so be sa betna ha ye adwuma yare ye hyehyɛ ye ho a ye bre mini abema enye yize ba je se yare ye mfa ma abonten ye mfa ma abonten meka na nka Ghana fu nyina besu ama ye ebeka te po sanka strike ne ye ntoa so ye nua no mu de aduro so because of sebi HIV pania wo mu ye nua mu de aduro so because of hepatitis B pania wo mu na o sa akɔgye treatment na ye se won san tua sika na di su asa ba fi na union na e san bɔ ne ho ka mini abema obi ye adwuma okofa no te sebi a wanya cancer okɔ treatment a ne ka 80,000 Ghana cedi 800 million old Ghana no no na e san akɔ ye donko mi akɔ sika akɔtua but what you see we na ye ka nti se ye di e se o mommra na o de sa pains we ye sa betena adwuma mu a ye be ye sa e de ewu bebre na bebre ya nurse for na midwife no. So this is the reasons why ye sraban say onye ne man tentem no ntiase maye na yensa mra adwuma.
Okay. Patrick, sorry, the hazards of the job a part and parcel of the decision one took say obeye adwuma oye. Sebi ubi and Centronia, one of the hazards a woman is sebi unya pressure or sorry in term ABR or call a demonstration ye to me a butu a manikuno. All these pressures comes with a ejumano. The same applies to a driver or no so sebi. The hazards are also there for the accidents and all those things. Inti ajitum says sebio sandema we nyinano as I say yeshe na yedi hon komo. Na obi be bisa say adenti na sandema we nyinano e wo hodie but you will not mon kase yenkwa adwuma then let's sit on the table at the same time. Senior beya sebi adwuma mesi meye a me show bia no ho beto no onko owu mu no ento aso ada na mon nya ne sa mum na mo take that decision or the last option is somewhere them way.
That's meaning abema say o can say adwuma bia ne hazard in the risk.
Yes,
that is why adwuma bia no ye be power your contract wo ho. But what you say so there's a difference between the training and adwuma na obeye no. The training where we are obeye adwuma because of the hazard na wo ho ne risk na wo ho nti and na nipa ko for adwuma say answer na obeye adwuma na risk ni we nyina wo no sankrata we say so and I'm saying risk wo nti unya yare we bia me hwe free unya sa problem ya me ye wo say and I'm saying we wo nti me ma sa de we na o de start adwuma but what them the o can cry for there no so because sa conditions na and I'm saying risk for her ban na dia tun so be ya mai because of those risks na you know onya implement ya and na master question this anka adwuma no cry akoso because ya no me atase say risk with the okoye no munti no and I'm say risk yefa car any example and I'm say bia akofro car speed wo munti no e bebo seat belt na be ya asem to a ye be den home enche na be ko na car ni seat belt nye den emmuma say on fro but ye di ni na to from na ye di fi say adwuma ye ne eye ewuo ni nkwa adwuma nti yefa na bebre ntu fo ne ntwentwen so na ye ya na ya ba besi nye yenya any improve service bia nti mini abema sa na tie nti ye open for negotiations ye open say ye kan omoto omonsa free ye koye but okwa nsema obete no ase enhye unkran say sankot na adwuma mu ho say ye start afiwe ya ko minister ho any chief director ho omuka tie say o budget tim finance minister ni ho o anko be sign oba ye sign ko o finance anko be sign na o yin say mistake o ba bi nti ye sa correct ama no until recently ne say ye koya ye say ya captain the budget that means say January na ye gba ni nyina no na mo nim say ni budget no manka if to do bi anye say bibi nti o eye anoba ba ye ne no kredie a enko yi no ene di nsem bibre ba enye say bi sorry na say cost strike banka bidi na nka mo ye hu say oh ya ye mfonso adi we na we san ke de kan be fa ye lucien ntimi amfa nka ho obi a beti afie ba ye ba mo so ewom minister be sign ne okọ IMF ayi ye beba obesane ye baya o anko be mistake o nti mistake abamo ntwen na later ye see the budget bini abema kanokre sa nipa we wo san kona ye kata o se twen na sia o gidi se betumi aye adwuma because asase no nokra na di asase nokra na di ba o man we mu no asemba no bia fa ne de o na ye miya no na de aye politics ni abema John Mohammed airline ne Maakye your president, but not perpetual, donating 150,000 Ghana cedis to support the Maakye 1.5 billion Ghana cedis. because they say members will benefit be. Oh, so you have to need naturally and politics and mammy say, no mammy say, and people are bad. So strike is saying a young call Ghana. Strike a call 2020, it means Ghana have crata. Oh, but Samba, no be a Canadian, a whole journalist TV, so I could fuck when I saw international piano, next me piano, which are thousands, next me piano, we are one no research. No research or media organization because no research. I say by now because we have the space near 2 foot through. Almost say no. Oh, no 2 foot through. 2 foot through at the day.
Alright, Patrick, my maybe Sasa so and Ramoko meeting.
But there be and then parliamentary select committee on health. I pray. And then but me I can Minister no ordinary to a point kitting no matter or Matthew on her free your one so or Muna no 19 ministry or propaganda meeting. Of which even discuss.
So there was a meeting yesterday with the minister, right?
No, there's no meeting with the minister.
What say a quon kitting when I'm saying
a quon kitting now, a Muslim minister as I see on better more mind, you know. Because of their parochial interest, ministry propaganda. But the official meeting, I had meeting with the ministry and other committee and the COSO. GRM bargaining certificate to talk about the strike issue, to talk about everything necessary and midwifery in Ghana.
So are you saying ministry they don't have what it takes to bargain, right?
No, they don't have, no. You negotiate here, you from a input. But what is
one was on the call.
Oh, the other unions getting no matter to free and that's Omuku nursing or Ghana Hano. To say, because you're fighting for your interest. To say, you're fighting for your interest. Now they all say, the Social Ministry, Minister 18th June. Now, or you better implement this. I'm not going to 81. I saw can't say, or better implement it 2026. No, so wait. Until you know, you you was at night fighting and you're back for a your nurse in midwife, maybe or my mountain, yeah, fighting. But yes, Martin, made the mayor to turn in tear, and more beer, and I didn't hear connoisseur, your Kubia, or beer, I won't get the members in as a benefit to be. And yes, I hear members in one annual, or beer or Ghana.
Patrick, in as much as Yenya can say, and I won't Bremu say, essential services be to send more doctors, you know, Mama can, no Mamma call strike, no. Who say strike, no, air cost, no. More condition of service now, more de Emma are buying on. A banner say, more no more cottonas, and that's almost say, to be in Emma, when them woman, Bakum, you know me, and send people more to me a shamamwa. Mobile, for instance, say, be a rural incentives in the allowance in the say, be a more fuel 180 liters there more can once a me, and then some few others book and research allowance. So muka some way to me a share na the akano or more action trends so 9 momuno ambition in 2026 or thereabout mobile penny.
But as many I may say you could do idea there any say essential service young strike young costa say essential service na some run now they can't say essential service do a problem now to employer within 7 days resolve man within 72 hours. By a company that is in the Paco, yeah, Jumano, your fire, Jumano. This album ran now so casse, essential service, and what no or prompt to say na air cost also within the shortest possible time. No, making sure cell resolve issue now, man. By a candy, you want to essential service man cost strike. But that's it. Any question? May say propose I a bano, many of them. You can't say a bino, on to me, chinchina you. And I may say, you know what I say? Oh, Abia and penny for we know. And co budgeting, but me try to meet me with your mamma, the Akano. Yes, I say, it do her a last year's able arrest room. Until crowd tia, started tia every month, the mom. Now, rest no. Oh, it be arrest in the beer, Metianica Kankakra. We are opened, ye nipa, but what I see, ye nipa, and our cano, near my canyon, Yan Esco, Yan Yesica. The Yesica now, the last thing I know, Mutia, uniform allowance. Previous government ATI just say arrest now come full allowance. Previous government ATI every month, the whole last year, even this last month from ATI arrest now then I come. Did I can say so? Want to make cry? Oh, Abia kakra we de metimi arrears no yen tititim na bi a busumi mienu bi mama mo kakra busumi mienu bi mama mo kakra obi a beti ase ba ka se monko na me de manfa nse budget mu a hwana se de ne sanko de be se budget mu nti mo na wa ye mfunso nti me penti picture say ye na ye ha ban magana fonte say oh next force media legitimate but ye fee e fa ye ne se nti me baka budget no nti na e be ye no ba ye ba na ka se monko 2026 na metimi ahwe amamo na nse enye fair nti they we are open for anything na be ma ban ho ye den ahenhan no but omonti ase say oh no cresa de we di this patomo yenye mom na bibia amfa asundwenye den emra.
Okay. All right, Patrick. Medas nyami show na moko na mo baba ka me show so enwumre ana so channel pa ye bedi nkomo na ya hwe the course within the meeting na fe ye hu de be why.
Mate medas me na bon pa say ade papa so beti na tru mo aba.
Enwa ne die here intino ya da se pa riding show.
Medas.
All right. Patrick Tete Ashanti Regional Secretary Ghana Registered Nurses Association and I know Edi in Komono. Masawood Kumase Bantamo saying it's painful how government workers are treated in Ghana. People who wake up early, work hard, and keep the country running are barely surviving. Meanwhile, government appointees are driving Land Cruisers, enjoying free fuel and endless allowances. Nurses deserve better. Regards to Chairman Odenoho Kweku Apiawe, Efi Masawood Kumase. Masawood. Bibi aboko de mejiri yese ohun ye e wo Kumase medase. So on Facebook o de ba metimi akenkan ni nyina mo messages ni nyina no metimi akenkan ama. Yenhwe na yentie arehosem bi a esi ye. Efa nurses ene omo strike ye omo ko ye ehun sunsuanso no. Very touching and very worrying at the same time. Yenhwe na fe yentie na yemra back.
No, me ba no nya me na ne ho fa no. Ye frɛ me Gladys. Ba me de ne ko heba hospital. Nti ho na ye hwɛ no. But no pe sole no na apomudin no enye me fe. Ti okoto nti be se koto de to abana ma be hwɛ no. Nti me ko ye no. Me ko be ba no na akola no nti me hu me bio. O hu me but sheda nye we bia na ye fa mi sister ko fa aka o ko fa plug ya na ye ko pom hospital ye ko e mo se ye ko na doctors ni nkrofo ngu ho ti ye ko pom kokompe clinic fit clinic o mo so ye ko e mo se ye so ye ti back e ko pom hospital ho popo na ko budi so people see the sopo a ka bi ha me ba do ya ko so who me I get so we are the pay me ye koko na me di man onum tuta man fa atre me di tua na no na onum two times me so o ye na me fa no nko nti me sister be no so me sister ni ye ni ntem na ye nkwe na ye nyina ye pie ya ka ni oni ni papa ko de me ba na wa emle o ye fa no na ye ni ko ranso sa nti man twa ko to ba me say 5 baby 5 na ye di akola ifa no pay ko mo nyina ni papa ko hospital ba ko so ni mu a aka be ba no film. Ha. Kessben 92.9. Ah. Yes. How? Ako film ako mo so ni mo bi mo hono ko mo so ni na ko bu man drive bi ako be ukura nka bi a. Kakra. Yako ha, yako nabita, yako hifa. Almost ya fanu ko jena na yesu ye we say yesu ye pe baby a o betimi aso ni mu aha e ma ye na ya ni e fem sa na ye bedu ko mu wo ho aka me ba no ko fim
Christian Felix Kessben the baboy if no in fact na the people rushing to Paul hospital where I was it and then also the items have been called private hospital and we call Paul Levant hospital let me say but then call private hospital was it doctors aba nurse aba it's a been called private hospital. And I call. And then call. And private hospital. Doctors no. The San Francisco hospital back. San Francisco hospital back. And see, cemetery with the local hospital back. You are no. And yeah, when San Francisco General. Remember General hospital. General banner. Nobody before say General so I age one. And the moment private Nabita. And you wasn't paying you. And paying you. And everybody before the call data. I'm going to call. You want to get it all. Go for the say, if I don't. If you. What do you much of? To because up and down now.
Kessben 92.9. This is so sad. Say ena ebe kono dia. Ebe hadwini ye pa. 18 years. My main message way. Haji Mustafa, or your old student, or a UDS, or say, our politicians are heartless, selfish, and greedy. They can't blackmail us emotionally. We are fed up with the fanfooling. We are fed up with them fanfooling us. How do you expect a frustrated nurses to give quality health care? We deal with human lives and not dead bodies. You need sound mind to attend to human beings. Any serious nation will not choose to save economy and neglect health workers' due demands. Perhaps the minister do not understand what health is, wealth means. We if you Haji Mustafa Honum. 9 minutes past the hour of 8. Away Kessben 92.9 so Kessben TV. Make us a fortune. A spread. Spread be a sebi. O de forward you anymore. E ko ye pa. Enti no kwala ni ko school yi. An kwala no address ye wi omo ba be koi. Se ope bibi ade form bro domu amom no mo de akodi breakfast. And also say snack. And now put crap so ye pancake emo no. O cream crackers be a person wo de a spread be FM no. Used to fortune spread. Na fortune spread there. Be ye ko ye ama pa. E wo baby bia our shops and the sign affordable so ekoye nebo fo into be to me enyebi na wato yummy, delicious and always on point. Make I say Relic Estate Jumeko bia omoton insase na feso and 9 efie na ope wadwen ho wadrimi anasa waso ho daye nyina no okọ Relic Estate ombetumi aboa ama bibia etumi akoyi amount. Relic Estate semen kan sure say ope wo dream houses say ope wo dan wo East Legon Hills kwa benya oyarefa ama sama mpokwa se ene dia kan nyina no omo wonsa se wo hono mo betumi e de aboa ma eye wo dream anasa wo daye so a opese wunya efa wo fie ho no e betumi abemu eno nti no wo betumi adan eye Relic Estate for na omo ahwe bibia amount eno nti no omo san wo flexible payment plan a wo betumi de tuansa so na afi so a dan no mosisi ni nyina na opebi say 2 bedroom 3 bedroom ni nyina no obetumi enye bi obetumi start with as low as 10% wo decide sikani mu no 10% to hono mo a na ma spread that can nyina no over several months ama na wetumi aye atuani na wetumi atuani nyina afi so no if you ada enemy me de bia no omoko site no so free transportation na wetumi kwa kwhwensa so na ne ennan na omosisi ni nyina no Relic Estate assign ekra documentation so ye bibia ma o plan ene won den chani bibia ye bibia title lands nkwa ene service plots and omo deal with So o share a Relic Estate me patch from e was 020 5139 225 020-5139-225 and also says 0598-238-797 0598-238-797 and also saw come website at www.relicestategh.com www.relicestategh.com onsa ebetumi account Meka cho say nkwala ni ko school no pay wan kasa mu no wonya bia for lunch I be boa wo meka piva cola, piva orange, piva cocktail and afesu piva grape and a piva tangy. Wonya bia e be boa pa. Nkwala no snack no pebito na fa bi tumu mo fruit drink se bi anwodin wom and na eye piva beverages for e de emma wo ene wo ma no eni fie ni nyina. I don't know say wo pebia say ye cola no, say ye orange, say ye cocktail say grapes, and I said tangy, on sa ebe to me akenbi. So pedodo so to from it was 055 00 32231 055 00 32231 on sa ebe to me aka eye piva. Meka also say ye no ma sabio ye do eye your 40s. Meka emerima no into no say ye kone kwa check enema bebre ebi ene prostate wo emema ho eno bantampa prostate center say me kan cho say the air cost one a hard ye pa delay in urination so Johnson na emma ebi kra baso na san kem wo san Johnson so asabio obre eya wo ya ansa Johnson na san ba no ne nyina no obatampa prostate center say me kan so mutumi ehwe we nyina emma ma ubi bia etumi ko empo kra no so wo hye catheter kra na o metumi ahwe amasisia no ubeyi catheter no efi honom obatampa prostate center say me kan so wo 50 prat last stop ewo kaswa nyanyan road no so honom ana owo fresa number we na ko honom wo ye bema na so yo oyere na utie ama wukunu a mepa cho je number no na fama okunu na monko honom 055 38 00 678 055 38 00 678 omo kaswa 50 prat last stop ahonom no mo kaswa to nyanyan road no aho na obatampa prostate center no ewo 40 minutes into 8 a.m. Meeting at the Kojo Preko Dankwah Ziga atenase yebedi enkomo na ya hwe de ebeko Ziga steak no edu honoma so bia ye din na wutie sabi nyansa sem ebeka akire o enye didi atem enenye asem bi oba beka eba be ha oman no ya sama edika ese fantasy edi hu nkomo na Ziga steak ade ebrewo Ziga so tenase a nsem no dosu ye pa Ziga bibia boko de
nyame adomara kwa bia boko
nice one o shirt ni menya metobi
I see also the menya veto
umuza
eyira
o de menya meto
okay we Opaki collections
okay
Opaki wo Kumasi
okay
ne shop no ba ko North Carnation and about LG Mo Kumasi and about Virginia Kumasi and about Amakun runabout Amakum Bob Takuko.
Oh, the shirt
yes, and yes, or Paki de do
me the chepam and a pam here.
Oh, chepam. Oh my goodness.
Chepam.
Oh, I see.
I
saw Manabusu. I need it. I need it. You are on fire today.
But I say
I'm telling you, you are on fire. But let me say your interview now, Oraho. I saw you.
Yeah.
And I said, yes, it's a minimum. The way I say, no, what about Diana Timama Nipano? Uti interview na me person me can't send before special prosecutor, but by me way through or just 3 minutes. You see, boss, mortuary men. It may be normal or my so more strike, and we interview them here. In fact, my engage you almost for about 7 times, mortuary men. And one guy told me a story about how upeso mortuary men are. Say elsewhere no mortuary attendant here degree ye both degree near there. Ukabuchira a degree near there. But hanentisa ye some form called refresher course. And what the guy told me, they say upeso usua duma or no upeso usua duma. de na okọ ena oma yi bibia wie no ena mortuary panyine ka che ne se ade bi hye baabi a o se fridge no di pan hyehyem no ade bi wo nko yimra around 5 something owura mu ana omo lock up no ena cow ni efunu no ewo inside ba baabi ono no wo no na ohu efunu no you could see them, you understand, but fridge no ho no u freeze aduane ni bibia ho no ena oni funu ni dama ade che obisa omo say oh SSA wo yes ade no say the be ya o it's like o be mature ade no o be without uhu funu a unsuro bi ye form o refresher course disease is contagious and kofo eku omo come contact with those people ye mom no kra omo be fight is anoman and such a person month so ani akwa 400 Ghana cedis e dia ma no etime no say nipa na sympathizing. I'm not saying say any kwase my health workers me ko ka say my health workers enko strike no yenya to forbid them from going on strike. People took me on. I think comfort you. Me say their condition of service should be improved. We should lock it by amending the Labor Act. No, so near form ka essential workers, the security services no ya lock you omona omuntimi nko strike because the police for cause striker. Any for striker create makwe. Which one is dangerous? The prison officers cause striker. Any health workers cause striker. Which one is dangerous? All what I'm saying is that according to Ghana Statistical Service, yes, say 6.9 million people are living in extreme poverty in this country. So we are little over 30 million. Now, almost 6.9, almost 7 million living in extreme poverty. I don't just say poverty. Your mom living in poverty. And our mom extreme. You guess me? With the poverty threshold near $2 something. People cannot live up to $2 in a day. Extreme poverty. Na sa person no aye kanasem. Onu no ti na me kasa. Mame no o TV no su na o su no. Onu ti na me tiatiem. Onu ti na me ya da crusade ni say ya amend the Labor Act no. Na yem fa omo kwaka security forces no. Say omo ko strike. Somebody living in the extreme poverty. Say nyame anya dom nessa doctors ko strike. Nurses ko strike. Na mimi nesika 500 Ghana cedis me de ba kwa akwache card e wonya whole clinic and say any other a year. Na me kwa na say me buy. Ba me wa ebia me I'm living in extreme poverty. Me kasa phone so yeti me communication service tax. Ye de boy you the employment for. The be cano the excess and be near the support of budget. So your job is to take very good care of me. I buy effort nurses on creating employment. So offer security agencies on creating employment. They are giving value to the society. So it is President Mohammed's onus to give value to the society. What is the value? The value is to make sure some security. And prisons, fire service, military, customs, immigration, and police. And ya abandon onus say and so provide me medical and you very say you can say medical attention. And nothing nurses any doctors and uncle for no. It was a dear man as a so boy in the mutual uncle for the car. They make what I say. It is a mutual tax. So it says somebody pays tax. Next Obeko hospital. Na sabi when you be a man in Shanwa. Are we not sabi and Kronwa? Oma adopting the same strategy na yekan. Are we better than them? Boss, eti mami beka sa na nye wareho. Was trained this year kwa. Ebia sabi producer. So nya one person e mani ye yanke masa. Just imagine, see a cassa we say what this year be, say your ba, and your mammy, say your papa, or you dearly to you who don't know, and your papa could share, and you could be a one show our own penasem, and your mammy be a debut or no co, dear or don't pardon the corner crana. I will not think I say, this is my sister, this is my brother, this is my mother, this is my father. No say, wouldn't you go hospital? I dare give it to me at for 3 hours. A man water or questioning what to say, you understand where we are coming from. Go to Sri Lanka. Question and Kofo is we edify. They said, no. We have to make law. We will improve your condition of service, but we have to make sure to lock it so that you can't go on strike. You do appointment letter mawa. Shall we say, what me cause strike? The problem that I had with the Kufuor government. Say, obi oya civil servant. Na yama appointment letter. Yama appointment letter. Ye shall we say, what me and your politics. What civil servant to know? And I what tell you, the moment I want now was sign, just say you agreed with everything on the your friend say the appointment letter. No what you idea now do no saka and say because of say abino I'm appointment letter catch will say with me your politics you try work for that. That because of future election na Kufuor do tria na nurses for to no munyeska. What kind of country is this? So what I'm saying is that a quote is Sweden, Germany, South Africa for more copy, Alassane Ouattara, or consider Sadino, Uko, Rwanda, Kenya. We are not better than them. Or we realize say, at the end of the year, you're dangerous. The air cost is dangerous. And this is what ought to be done. 2015, and you form yet data compiled by the Health Insurance Service Providers Association of Ghana. His part was say 500 people die in 10 days. 500 people. Imagine say papa will say my data na here kan kono. Imagine say you will say a call for 15 days. Let us amend the law. Improve the condition of service. I'm not saying say we should improve it. You said you year one on front to my gonna paper nsa. Or the katrama. I didn't am a health worker. Na me call hospital Jimiska. I don't am a nurse. Maybe I may all confirm teaching hospital. Me wo kolebu. But me kwa yi me card ya Jimiska as a nurse. And nobody abe shame say a calm condition. I do agree. Abandoning your mom. You improve ya lucky no to forbid them from going on strike. Me kasa some we have more boom. Serious country bien who we are see today. And then ya bra on better on mama health workers are strike amani pew. As simple like ABC. So people should bear with us. I are some unka bibian shem. Ubibianya bibian shem. Ebi atia ya koba ya dokuru na. Ebi yenim. I feel all of a sudden now what they about one time perfume be near the local hospital. You need to party koba ye after you say oko nurse bienu lekba lojokuku krowo wan or pay for no call hospital or kako nurse for me afon so say yes you was strike na maame na to no awu na maame u maame ana so sister bia ana wo yiri bia de ye kan ka beti ase
Ziga you fancy why you fancy Ziga and I yete nenkan maame kan message we na fe member ye studio ni me din komo. I say good morning, my name is Efo Betome from Volta. Please, I want to ask if the Minister of Finance in his budget reading made provisions for the private flight ticket for our vice president. Was it captured in the budget readings? My wife was a midwife and now on pension, and the kind of suffering she is going through all on my expenses. She was helping a patient, and through that, she gets hurt in the spine. I am the one bearing the cost. What do they take nurses and midwives for? Do we need more dead bodies before they come to their senses and sign the necessary documents for the nurses to come to work? We efi eye efu betome honom. Now let me read this one. I'll say, good morning, Kessben Maakye. Please tell the nurses to go back to work. Are they not the same people who were in uniform campaigning for NDC? they voted for what they want. So they should go and work for him. Okay. 8:26 is the time. Now, Yekika hospital won't say me, Yekika nurses won't say me. Now, make sure say, joint pains, and now face so, do say near body no enko ye, arthritis, migraine, and they are canning out the Uncle Hospital. Use Yum Herbal Lotion. Now you see Yum Herbal Lotion, na bet me abwao, and faka nko baby koko tobi. Na brefie, na fa baby o joint na yo ya no fa so. Na face no sebi baby pain wo bia no me na make atro. Me se u use Yum Herbal Lotion a ebe fa bibia you okay. And only BBF no bibia be fine. Enti arthritis for migraine ane mo sebi kro atom ho a sebi mon kata so na eso no aye bibia wo ho no pacho use Yum Herbal Lotion no now they fa so na fefa ho obehu magic na meka no bibia betimi akoyi ama sanso asset mo amope massage mo pese mo koye mo massage na mokọ na mokọ a mo de mo fa Yum Herbal Lotion no enka mo ho du ho a wo say mama massage papa massage me pacho me the Yum Herbal Lotion so ka ho enti me massage na baba ye me no me pacho fa ka ho na wo de ka ho wi a ono abeti ase se therapy no oya ma no ene ne office ho no no bibi oya massage no ono abetu mirika akwakopa Yum Herbal Lotion ni bi na ode ababe ka ho na ode aye ne massage no ode ye ma obia no so ohia bia me pacho ewo eye pharmacy bia ne herbal shops friend number we 0244 730 295 0244 730 295 and our face 0302 945 146 0302 945 146 Yum Herbal Lotion. I say buy, use, promote, and then earn. South America church say a draw papa to me as syphilis, gonorrhea, pressure, ulcer, stroke, waist pains, fatigue, malaria, and I feel so liver and kidney problems in Yinano. Uhia immune booster papa na so one nom na be boa yare am bi boss nyina ma odia na eye police ni adro a ye friend no Imboost Herbal Mixture. Na Imboost Herbal Mixture no de eye no etumi eboa boosti eye immune system no e fight yare am bi boss nyina syphilis, gonorrhea, pressure, ulcer, stroke, waist pains, fatigue, malaria, liver na feso kidney problems ni nyina no eye Imboost Herbal Mixture no etumi eboa. So we here be dodo na asa upebi atoso a pharmacies no e de edosu bebre all herbal shops ewo Ghana memu ha nyina no wonsa betumi ake mamu oti region wa Bolga Tamale Accra and afeso Okanshi Drug Lane moko ho nyina mo betumi enya bi Calamed Pharmacy mamu wo eye Bokuno mo betumi enya bi ewo low cost road no so ahonom na ewo friend number we 0246 208496 0246208496 Imboost Herbal Mixture wansem na make catch us CCA Ahomka Heat Patch HEP Ahomka Heat Patch na Ahomka Heat Patch no de ye ni wonsa wada na asesa wonso so Kojo mo ba ye obodi nyina ye bibie wo ho me no ka say George Krobia Santiti he no hunyina mina dodo ne kon oda ya wana pillow no da so no ama ne kon kra ne ya na Richard de ne nan kese mi hu ne nsa menim se bia won ba na aye bibia wo ho de a me pacho ye Ahomka Heat Patch opebi na wato eno no unya to enye criminal yahwio eye plaster keke wo de patch bibia ye wo ya no nti se ye wo nsa say you kotodwe, say you won nine, say you was spine, say you won hefa. Udnya Ahomka Heat Patch ni bia. Na udia utoa, ubia noa, na wa white first layer no, na wa san white second layer no, behu brownish, last one behu brownish. Uda white na uhu brown pe, baby ya ye bia no, na ude atariso. Mena make a show. Enche na pain na wote no atiko. Eno ena ye Ahomka Heat Patch no enro wom ana enro na wom no so no ekoyie pa wo akra Origin Chemist, Ad Pharmacy, DM Sphere, Sap Health. O Kumasi so a Danny Pharma, Alpha Dew, Panacea Pharmacy. So Kofrodia, Gapsing Pharmacy, Eastern Chemist. Era Watermaliswa, Malarigo Pharmacy, Takrade, Ebuakwa Pharmacy, and a Knock Chemist. Ohanuina Ubenya Ahumka Heat Patch, green. A pure your friends a label na a green. To do a household Ahumka Heat Patch. On Mobi, na what the Aquacoye, baby or a horn a yawano, not what they are toso. Wow, pay to do a tuno, the patch of number way 0599 80297 0599 802297 and now says 0248 509003 0248 509003 and now says 0536 645 334 ahumka heat patch or se feel heat no 8:32 is the time in paying for atenase ye babe din komo ne ahwe de eko ene de banyina and issues no miensa. Of course we're going to touch on the one Ghana CD levy no bibi akwa kodu adrava for no ehye bosse anka was it Tuesday or last week or baby no say aban anya ho hwia say bi omo de omo enema ebeto form menka say ready adom ana say den yente hwe. What it means is that ebiana nkomodie bi ekoso so and it is say oil marketing forces say enya de omo de beto so but no so kra no mente the ababium ebiana the other informations and as a meetings are aban any omo but ehun sunsanso no ye ba be de ho komo ene but the that ye pon so party through necessary no and official condition of service no ye be de ho komo and then ye be call Ken Oforiata issues no this time around it is not OSP nkwa and na ehwehwe no mom yoko abem bi and official NIB so abem now Justice Sai Deputy Attorney General SA this time around your friend is saying omo de extradition na aka hu bi enti no ye hwehwe no extradition no omo process it whatever it is whichever country Ken Oforiata will be ano omo inactive that process we na that process no omo aye die den ya owura Ken Oforiata obedu krom ha pa da ombeche no omo beche no na ekuo miensen ene no edi enkomo ye bedi ni na ho enkomo e wo fie hanom WhatsApp no me train e was 05505 96929 and our test no say 0550567929 oko Facebook so a obetumi e do message no ato honom Austin asare me hu message no say good morning Bekwai good morning or say Bekwai GPRTU has taken the law into their own hands by refusing to reduce the fare from Bekwai to Kumasi. Austin yate yebehwe na omedi hu enkomo teacher Kojo Ofitepa on Facebook because if the government is ready to solve this strike matter it should call the leadership of Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association to negotiation table to resolve this problem amicably. The government should also advise itself and then blah 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 blah. Okay, and then Bean Nation said, "I'm watching you." Bean made us say Karim ban on so sad. Karim so sad. And pa also go Facebook and Facebook and about for Buju Banton or said this is what you get as a country when you appoint people who have no knowledge on health as a health minister, and we have stomach journalists who are doing propaganda and all that. Mr. Akana in opposition was singing praises for nurses. So I ask, what has changed this time? And it clearly shows that talk is indeed cheap. 8:35 in for mema obi bia akwaba bibia boko de.
Kojo.
Yes sir.
Me ho ye won so ho ye de.
Erade adom kakrakra yeguso bibia fine.
Da obo ade ase.
Richie bibia boko de.
Oh, nyame adom bibia hihye.
Erade so ase. Richie ma me no nhyase san say o party ne wa ban mu. Yes, I with the nurses issues, what is currently happening? I mean, yate de kunyina sit down, yentina say ye call ye ba select committee on health. As ye be share nurses for no more din komo. Obeti as a minister say we share a pockets of some certain associations and your money na Obeti as you and fan can a budget home OBCO your friend is saying handing over crash no na a name and your man no a dogs to be brave. But whatever it is, people are dying. Whatever it is, the nurses are not at the hospital. Meno kasa se CA. Our former hospital in Nano is zilch, zero. Obi anywhere obeshomo. And I will not be surprised that we can still increase the number of deaths even today. It's an emergency in Nano, sebi nurses and midwives for Nano. One of the solutions we're buying at the buyer was the fact that almost say they want to call retired nurses to also come help. And also one of the immediate reasons and as a solution, sorry, I should say, almost the beba. The Deputy Minister for Finance also say it's going to cost us annually 2 billion if we should do this. And also honor. The Kanina Bumwa as Richard Etonam Nyako, Eastern Regional Youth Organizer for the NDC and a sitting government. What is your take on this one?
Well, that's a bit this issue. If I an for an apomdi juma for idea if I Ghana for because ni pay yentimi Irish in fear brabum whether you like it or not at one point in time who ebedo as I say okona even who crown do crown regularly as I say okona ko check it wa pomde mu sense mu ni ade ntiema issue ni issue a fa Ghana ni bia ho say baby a yedro no me fam de kakra me pese me kan say ya nurse for and ya doctor for one more human spirit baby will be a almost sign and conquer na fa patriotism also and can we will not be discussing avoidable death because one lost life is so dear in the sense that that lost life nanka obetimi I prefer some solution to a perennial problem I had in humanity. So we cannot afford to lose lives. And I know me at this ready. But at the same time, I also want next for no. So munyom honti as say President Mahama Memuno, barely 6 months old. A woman say the Jawa near the aswa. But when you are taking any step, as I said, Obama de now she said, Nipana meji adie we free in semuno. Ne na ho den ankasankasa no ejina he aban no afei na o take shape nkakra efi any deda a wo ye financial industry ho a ma ye sika sem no ye basa no ya tete fi na firi mu amene ye currency no I sound with other international currencies ama nyuma ekoso ama ahun tokakra aba asetenam. Into the same way, omo a abanda da mu no, omo ne aban na ndi ne yie, e fa kwati kwan so enya sika yantam ema omo ho ne ade no. Aban we di omo nyina e fa asotwe kwan so, se ne be ya ayensa betimi aka sika bia e fa kwati kwan so e koye. The same way aban no nyamre kakra nia e sefata every worker of this country, not limited to even nurses in kwa. Yes, nurse for some pay nursing uniform allowance, pay fuel allowance near there. 8 years are MPP for Baby D Ghana so no. Sanima way, if it were easy to be done, they would have done it. Some renum pokrano, na mampeni or teso na kufuado, funded a private jet or tinem ko amanonenia the idea waste scanning they couldn't even do it for them. This time President Mahama is not misusing Ghana sika. President Mahama making sure say, baby, you want excess money, no? You be here free ho, e dey akoshe baby, you want shortage of money. Say be ya Ghana no, e be jina ye. There will be some even distribution of wealth. But President Mahama about barely 6 months. That's all say me here we one farmer media menko hospital nipa enwua. Then where the question is, where is your human spirit? Where is your compassion? Oh yeah, Jumano, because sikabi reward be na ope and when mu ya and I say oh yeah, Jumano, because o kondo say obey ya Jumano. Two things move people into certain professions, but the utmost a passion. Obey niya and yet by force. Sometimes economic condition push people to pursue some careers. But Mijidi say career like nurse, doctor, it should be driven by passion. And so you will be a nipa a crew, yen stitch a crew, yen show be a yare, yen papa be home, a dawa kumaso. Then you become a nurse. Say, sir, I drive you into the professional. I'm not sure, say, will take up this position against an innocent government. The government, President John Mahama, in any way have not faulted any nurse. The government, no, yet sika sem nyina ye japade nyina na ahye President Mahama nsa. Ene ye de ka nyina so adan no. President Mahama asede ne se obedane yen asset no. Ama afete pepepe etuatua liabilities no bia ho ahenhan no wo man no. That is the responsibility of the president. But if you want to demand more than what's the capacity of the state, wrong. And because of that, you say you go on strike. I'm hearing latest development. As they are gradually finding a common ground. Nurses adodoa a war on my way muno edoso. Say yes, okay, yebema nurse be a fuel allowance. Do you think that we can meet it? And when I find Deputy Finance Minister catch us 2 billion cedis every year. 2 billion cedis is not a joke of money. It's huge. And be careful. Unya yema sadio yema nurse for a teacher for also come on board. Why should they are almost the same in terms of certifications. Diploma nurse, diploma teacher, diploma degree nurse, degree teacher. They are almost the same. The only thing that differs is a bit of the profession. But in terms of qualifications, they are almost the same. What is good for this is good for that. Now teacher for also sorry about say a fuel allowance, whether they have cars or not, you have to grant them fuel. I'm not even sure say unless for all UK, a fuel allowance. Those are service institutions driven by passion. I want to be a nurse because I want to help society. I want to help humanity. Now I don't for being so be a politician, be an nurse or double or Juma in another revenue generation system organization. No fuel allowance because no give fuel allowance. No, also I say more fuel allowance. I beg to differ. So they shouldn't confuse the whole thing. This government is 6 months old. What MPP couldn't achieve for them in 8 years, they shouldn't expect to get it from President Mahama in 6 months. And until I don't know who ever said it, but if they remain adamant in this particular condition, if they remain adamant among hospitals now, then you should know that there is something ulterior which Bibi Bonibi, Ajum Bonibi, Eta exactly. And I make a choice say anybody who is supposed to be a nurse must have human spirit, must be compassionate. As I say, or think I say, obi a area or dia on prepare a nipa. But if they decide that by way near or inherit if you are minded down hono, utuyama on yinfri. There is nothing that they were getting under MPP that President Mahama is denying them of. Whatever they were getting, they are getting it. They want more, and in your a decision to get more, that's also more no embadia. Obeshese nipa bewu a yenso yentena se nhwese nipa bewu. And if people have to come out, nurses, retired nurses will have to come on board and help save the situation. It is because we cannot allow people to die. But like I said, Metete said they are gradually, oboni aban nyajina papa bi. Minjin di se sa jina ene ejina ebe ma o man Ghana aboka abro so. So at this point, the air can say unless for omonfa omo human spirit atare and share omo compassion, omo fanshare. Ye politics in free move because this is human lives. MPP for no will try to spite them and things, but omo in Ghana who can
Is it an allegation you make? You know for a fact and MPP.
Oh no. Even if you judge from social media,
are they not also showing the same thing? As
for example, MPP Nibeka say I buy any trim wedding, you know, or then yes, Monko hospital. I buy any trim wedding. Utrimwa ding one for no so 8 years. The same situation muna now or more. But your mama buy any day, they think that they deserve better. Yes, indeed, they will have to be given better. Because your mama buying a buyer or Jane Ghana for. Okay. But what is fair to the profession is what the government would do. I mean, I be my peace, because your government now taking such steps, no one yet careful. Now yen anyhow, when other institutions also come in demand of same thing, you cannot deny them. And where is the money going to come from?
All right. But I say, Richard, Eastern Region Youth Organizer for the NDC, and at your 10, and come on, make a message in a few member, Minia Bema, Asante Krobia. So I say, good morning, I am Before Bamba from Wa. Now listen, I say, please, if you have a louder voice, please just tell your other colleagues who are adding salt to injury to stop. I know all about the health sector and the negotiations that went on. Truly, I voted for the NDC, and my entire life I have always voted for them. But this attitude of paying journalists to insult the noble profession must stop. My friend was a nurse attending to a TB patient. Before the patient was discharged, my friend is now the person suffering from that TB on his own expenses. Ministerial appointees enjoy free health care and other free things in which a health worker doesn't enjoy. We shouldn't play with our health system in Ghana at all. They should sign their condition of service for them so the people's life can be saved than threatening them. Please allow us to call and speak sense to that NDC man in the studio. Okay, I'm with you, pa. We Efi Bamba Honum from Wa. I think today we'll have opportunity to open the phone lines now. But also the person who can be and move to me Aka. It's when it's time Richard will open the phone lines now. You who dear air call. Probably my mean tea way.
You could you me that say?
Yes, sir.
I mean chia a refonia tifo. Na I mean and we see you anom kuman. One say random start BC. You know. I wish you good luck. Best rom say omunfa kokodru nko exam. Examination is not adibia ehum. Just to text them say over the last years in addition machine, this is the time they need to reproduce and also best open another opportunity for them in life. They should attach all seriousness to it. Now say I wish them good luck. Quick one on the 16th. MPP Eko Kessben Akumbia, your friend Eastern Patriots, one of our biggest platforms in the party. We are going to have our maiden meeting on the 16th of June, Saturday, exactly 10 o'clock a.m. Koforidua Forestry Commission. Mechia and penny for Chaman Boxy, ne of Anderson, Yamiba, Miniaba, Nanam, Wakwani, and Nefua Munina Mechiamo, KB, Munina, Mintime Bodino. This is a platform, they are doing a yeoman's job for the New Patriotic Party. You know, you show them crying, yet how much. And I want to assure them, say, you know, the animal number better you made in it. It's the organizers of such meeting. Kudos to you. Honorable Brian, Chairman Jeff, any Eastern Regional Executives in Namicha, I am members of the Eastern Patriot Platform. Minia David Asante, Honorable Kojo Preko. Kojo, you see, first of all, Abusia, Adishie, and na any Eja, Adofo, Omashrom this year, just because of Yenti Ubia, just because of Yeni Awabem, just because of Mobeko Amonko attitude, such an irresponsible attitude of decision makers. Enti no Omashrom ma, Omoshrom papa, Omoshrom mami, Omoshrom adofo. It is so pathetic. It is so disheartening. Oman na yetimi no ho. Se bibi nto da. Eto nua bi na or can you may take it to be a normal be for you like ufri say a good bi. Can you imagine a scene? Say oba. O fa. O mami. At the point of death. Na kumetse. Ni ednedra yarsabia. Not just because of obi recklessness, obi irresponsible attitude or behavior. Enti no nipa was so mujini panen say we are on strike. You think say nurses and doctors no sebi enyo mo ye bi won. They are also human beings. They feel the same way some of us are feeling. I have had the opportunity to listen and watch several videos on social media. I watched a young lady she was sharing tears because ne uncle Kolebu asthma also ne uncle ni would papa na come say nobody attended to the man. I listened to the interview between you and Mameno and I know paya Kojo and Yamin I can understand the passion and how passionate I are. Would they discuss here? But you see, if you really want to act responsibly under this circumstance, and yet to come and attack the nurses and the doctors, if you really want to act responsibly, if you decide to toe a lie, say you want to come and attack them, listen to my brother Richard. Such threats, it's about time they have to put an end to it. It is not the best way of resolving such a critical issue, such a sensitive issue. You don't go after them. In any case, say you to man anymore, also 6 months, but 6 months, abasobodi ebiani ade papa bia mo batu ye bia mo credit mo. When you take over the reins of governance, you are inheriting two things. You are inheriting assets and you are inheriting liability. Ni papa ne de ye mo dia ye fama mo de e bone ne de na na Dankwah Akufo Addo ne MPP abayatwam. How can you be such irresponsible? How? Labor issues one kwajo. Me my union chairman da. I was the Metro Mass Senior Staff Union president or chairman at Cape Coast. And I have sat in negotiations table several times. Union for ye massaging. When you want to come and negotiate, your friend be good faith. All we expect in this, you must demonstrate good faith.
I think I see it in your agreement.
Yes, just come and demonstrate good faith. Anywhere, and let the people know. Untimia, let the people know. Ubetimia, at all times, they can come with higher biddings. But engage you, they will come to a conclusion. There will be a converging point. And how much are Ghana for? But and they know how much you are paying Sami Jemfi. Sami Jemfi work experience yesterday.
Not only in his salary.
I mean, yeah, he came out, of course. Now on your public service. Gold board no SEO or no. Gold board no SEO. Sir, they say 1.5 million per annual. Who calculated it? Yes, if you don't know it, it came out.
But you calculated it year.
What they buy 125,000 a month. Okay. The clothing allowance, 10% of that. Who calculated the bag a year? 150,000 a year.
When
the issue of the dollar came, all of this. You see, no, you had your time.
No, stop those.
Let me have my time. When the issue of Oni Agrada buying all of this document, and is it not a public record? President Akatuya. I am not rationalizing the decision by the but if say people must be made to feel say so sacrifice there. All of us must sacrifice. And in any case, say you employ obi now you pejana and as people's salary any conditions of service grow over time. Or long service, now with condition of service, new promotions, near cost. It is sometimes you will be so near a man, and when I do you might opinion ready or sefata. Who would go and employ or be only any work experience? You are telling me or a lawyer. Or a lawyer, and there are several lawyers that they just graduated from law school. So the fact that we are lawyer and a experience. What number of service? The longer you stay in service, and experience, accumulation of service experience, and just one day, no experience. The more we are, Juman now will gain experience. I have been in public service for 14 years. And if you didn't have 14 years, say I make a 2 ABA, salary grade 1, notch 2 krana. And every year there will be review. There will be automatic adjustment. Ube grow. But there are people in government, they've never worked in any public service. But look at juicy amount of money we are paying them. Now you are telling us that nurses need demands 8. I can mention the 8. Tell me which of them and any reasonable. What here? Say nurses in deserve, say fuel allowances. Some of this I slap on their faces.
I never said
or say nurses does so chrome and tear to fuel allowances. Or say nurses does, yeah, but I mentioned the fuel allowances. It does not matter their number. Who say nurses do so chroma? It took us more fuel allowances. Where are you going to find the money? Where are you finding the money to pay those young men and women now? Who don't want to say how many experience piano? Where are you getting the money to pay them? Tell us sometimes we need to be honest in this country.
Now, how many have formed money experience?
Several of these guys, we know them. We are all in this country. I have been in public service for more than 14 years.
Several of these guys.
We did 25 years. Now, me a district manager for cocoa merchants. And look like 14 years experience. So I'm telling you that when it free me age man, and fear them, they are buying juma. So I can sit here and share my experience. Say I probably had juma for 14 years.
And are you saying even in your government, previous government, you didn't have such young, energetic guys?
None of them were being paid this amount we are giving to these guys.
Oh, but the opportunity was
none of them.
So they were being
Kojo, let's not even go there.
why are you running away from
Kojo, listen. I get you, but I am making a point.
Yes.
That the 8 points raised by the nexus, this is not an agreement. I said, that's sorry, In fact, this agreement was signed on the 20th of May, 2024.
Yes.
Along the line, there was a court order.
Yes.
And then a delay implementation of this agreement, But over abina dia tum Kwajo a binde will say obey day, obey this war. And so free say, and what do you do? What do you do? As a policy maker, as an employer, dialogue. Listen to that kind of tone. Any the way a minister make us or feel so bossy.
They're not kind of
because I listened to your interview with the Ashanti Regional Secretary of GRNMA.
Yes.
Okay, then or say almost ministry or sit on a round table and someone one interview me setter the Kessben one me one interview was say o kwatena table who class on the NDC company for e be dinkita ho and someone be catch free water buafu. Did he say it to another one? And this is Ashanti Regional Secretary.
Yes.
So please, these issues. He has a lot. Many problems. But this issue, and you're raising one book and research allowance.
Yes.
University teachers, you're book and research allowance. Are they better than nurses? They are all equal. It's nurses who deserve it. Tutors, no more various nursing institutions. They are also equally Ghanaians and they deserve it. They are not doing uniform allowances. Say, you must have a clothing allowance. Oh, catch them say nursing or yajuma kolebuna or no risk hazards. One yajuma Yes, so serious and dangerous. Also, they deserve uniform allowance.
And this uniform allowance right here is just
1,000 Ghana cedis per year. Once a year. 1,000 Ghana cedis. 1,000 Ghana cedis. What they are not doing? They are talking about fuel allowance. Full allowance, 180 liters. 180 liters. And they telling me they cannot pay. Charlie, let's not go there. You see, Kwajo, Central for. This issue, we must not trivialize it.
Sure.
A life and death affair. Sure. The minister and the Papa and DC communicators look at such recklessness. And you're right for me to sit on your media house and mention a colleague media and a sister media station. So for that, ethically, I will not go there. But some of the irresponsible commentaries, NDC paid journalists, it will not address the problem. The earlier they consider themselves, baby, a sensitive hot because Ghana, your ability to negotiate and make amicable solutions to some of these things no and the bema Ghana for anya omugidi say we aban papa enya obaba betra radio so abebo wan kasa ho asafo hene no and e kire so ya aban papa we want to get the nurses and the doctors back in the hospitals, in the health centers, working for the good people of this country. If we have to take daily report of it's not for a joke. So the minister should not be sitting comfortably in his office and thinking that obetimi or that nurses no. The woman they are accusing say, oh yeah, MPP Nino. Omolanche Maakye, she donated, she supported with 150,000 Ghana cedis.
But MPP ni.
All right, yeah, fancy Anna. Kindly tell Richard to stop comparing Ghanaian nurses to US nurses who are paid per hour because they are treated well. He is to tell us he is to tell us to put on our human spirit and go to work. But when I go to the market, do I go to buy with human spirit or pay my rent with human spirit? He should stop saying that. A fear from Maakye. Now, this one, before I say, full allowance is not for all categories of nurses and midwives. It's for principal nurses, officers, and above who are not even more than 5,000. So it means that the one I tell it has not be signed up. It's not for every nurse that we are thinking, but it's just for senior principal nurses. Some do bear more than 5,000 cry. And who come on 2 minutes past the hour of 9. I had my Kessben TV, Kessben 92.9, and I Facebook Facebook, Kessben TV, and I Facebook Kessben 92.9, all on Facebook. When him, as I say, I didn't come on Efa Ken Oforiata. 2 new agencies Ababekan OSP home looking for the same man. You better won't come on. Mamenu nim come on Emfa imboost to home. Na me ba in Semino a dosu ye pa.
We see a phone of Pensi and Damasina, Yamama Quaba be mum refugee Cassia soon him say, Shafers today, yet not to say I pom de hunsum and I de brew. My pom de hunsamono at the Akoma sopa, Dr. Steveniako Shop, Officer 1 hour, sour yam, what to say. Oh, didn't you must say police in them so Nyako pon $100 Akoma Penty. Or do or don't papa be a dome no say on fanye in boost herbal mixture. Your son man is a police in a drone. Papa is a nipper who wants a man as a nipper who door na kuma sopa. And we two besha a draw in boost herbal mixture no. And your ma a door sopa and also so a born woman other form crap as will be a to me it will be so yes can he said we are before obia it to me at to be nabwa. I'm yet to me I was sooner when you na egu. Your number said did Juma a be on comma a new bedi. Na assembly chire wadwen so ebre ni nti wuntimi mbonwura mu bi ana apese woni Dr. Steveniako Shop di nkomo one modro ni bi was testimony no frɛ no na aka kyerɛ ne saa e hye ni nkran pa nti me pa kyɛw obɛfrɛ doctor e wo 0246 208496 0246 20 84 96 eno Dr. Steveniako Shop Officer 1 number eno no ebi so na pedro ndodo etu o Accra ha ne mpatam dia obefre Dr. Robert 0540 71 01 13 0540 71 01 13 eno numbers are offering e dia drondo sopo abegu shop ho na watumi aton san se imboost dia odom na oso nti se bi eni shop ho aya na ma sales no kran tumi enko nanim eno nti so bi pharmacy herbal shop drugstore da wunyanya imboostable mixture na wo yaka etri kakra eno nti me do for me pacho frase pebisesi a me pese obi beba na se afi na me kofa bi wa di asanso tutumrika ko kan shi drug lane herbal shops akese ne nketu anyina ebi wo mu Ekus Pharmacy wa Shaman widama so wa Shama ho atemana na boache wo ho e na afin so kaso Air Tribe of Judah AK Heba e oteshi gono school hey over the world and also over the country baby a ebi e wo ho okobre kuma ebi wo ho nom sunwan ne tachiman jesenya asem ketu baby a imboostable mixture de ya to apeti me do for wutie me ye kan imboost ho asem ebi ena ne de di kan a wote yenka ana wanka se duro no wakoto bia no so kra won hyedam nim adetitiri wa eya de tie ne se bra wa frase a wonom imboostable mixture yi ensakraye ebeba woni padua ni mu pa esan se imboost no ewra ni padua ni mu a ekopeja immune system no ahoden ekokenya immune system no ahoden mekyerɛ wo self defense no naturally de nyankopɔn de ama wo sɛ embo ho ban firi nyarewa ho emmoa ona sɛ yare ba nipadua ni mu a tumiko edi so nkonim ana sɛ be ya wo nyare ntentem no nti saa de ndi dwuma ne ma no eno na wonum imboostable Mr. Posi ni na dro na ekopeja na hoden ede ma wo eno nti sɛ nei o immune system na hoden wo fom eda ya ewo ne nan entumi nya hwe a obeye obi abeta yare pa o yare mpo na wo no modura wo hye da hu na duro no so papa adentia esan se eduro na ewura nipadua nim na etwa se immune system na strong na etumi aye adwuma ye aboa nipadua no na wako edi yare no sunkunim eno nti wo no maduro na enya immune ni eye weak no na eduro no nya adwuma no sunsan so be ne kwakofa de abre wo medofo so opese obo ho ban unya pomde mapade a ade etwa se wo hwe ne ye pa eye wo nkwamo a ewo nipadua nim ene nkwamo no so na ho odi nyina ewo imboost herbal mixture police ni na dura odi ahahama enubna enua hini edi aye no enum enewo medofo so pa apomuden na wo mpese de nyankopon asema ka no odi beye adwuma de a ene na wonim de opese wo ye kyere se nyankopon asema ka ne dada ayaresa ne de eye ne maduane na ayaresa ne beye waduane a eye herbs no eye hahama no enubna no eno na wodi ye waduro na ayaresa atumi aye waduane enu nti ne ene men kaseme de mempen hahama nro ya na enyu no imboosted acid honey no ahyemuma no ne no atimi no nti no ne nom no enye ya ne nom no edabokwa ache so obi atumi no bia wo no ma memi se misuradu no mpa so wo se me no wadro serious ana che se menyem eno de akora ne nti no menom enso imboost me nom no anytime bia che se ne nom no enye ya eno ne abibidro edam soronko ne packaging edam soronko ne content edam soronko se de adro ne nom no so edam soronko ne nom no enye ya kra eno nti me pa cho mema no mbo hu oyo menses meye enua mam ne de ana adunum no eye ya pa ye mpa adunum nanso so o menses na emba ye no hu no senie ma bi na enkoye woni padua ni mu menses ne ba pains na wote no enye normal anu ye den obi won ma ne de na ebeba this month o nfa afro ono so a onru ni monopole stage nanso so no menses ne ba this month no I just say be 6 months ansa na aba wote sa na che say your how bi ene woni padua ni mu de na obeye obenum imboostable mixture no na ade no agyan
okay
afi wutie me na apese wotete wa wontem ekwan afa so ye no amwa ana enu moja na amfa enu ti ama menses na twa enu so so ankenya ndrubre wo se etwa me pa cha frase so with the police ni na duro no eye wa duro na sa de ni nyina etu obetwa fibroid no ba etete wa obetumi anum bi wonso so obedi adanse sansa adanse ni de ye bebre obi se na aduane to me ye ma mintumi kra me kaye nua ba bia na nka ne nsono o se o sa ha na ma se doctor so okotwitwa ne nsono no akekensie ni 2013 ayedi police ni na dro imboostable mixture ne man no wo de ne hoto so nom ne continuously nyankopon adom se ulcer no ontene nka biem wo de ne ulcer na hawo diabetes na aba ni padwan sugar na boroso anase ese kire yade ana hypertension pressure no ekosoro dodo ana ati aba fompa hepatitis na hawo na fatty liver na hawo merofo wutie mi hunu se yare bi betimi aginhini ewo ni padwanim ana yare bi ba ni padua no so ne betimi akwa na ye immune system ne bobre eno ti se ka se imboostable mixture timi boa ma odi yare nyina so nkunim ate ase se edura boost immune system no na se immune system no so enya ahoden ya na eden se yare betimi enya anika ewo ni padua nim eno ti obi a ni immune system ye weak no bo se de biara da he code uchi no na katade no ho abagim ebe kakra bo se na ni padua no se me haye me basabasa me ni padua mu ye basabasa me honam hyehye me ntumi na edura na jo a ontumi na afa osimachiri bramu me ya misisi minumi kotodwe afa obekọ hospital ye be check ne pressure ne sugar no ye se no so kosoro medofo se wutie me na wo mpese asasi so wo pese wotimi tena sinya apomodin dia ade etwa se wo bo ho ban eye immune system no esan se organs ne woni padua no me bia ne we betima function well without the help of the immune system and now say immune system ne ye weak e bia ne we betimi aye adwuma yi eno ti ne ye kan fo police ni na dry asana mane say ye body di say imboostable mixture no e dia ma so wo na ase na tatai onsa na ye titiriti wakoma na ye bo periperi ana malaria ta che opa nso tutu tontom na ba kakra bi ba ko pe bi ka wa na oda ho dia ene police ni na duro no eno na ye kan fodi ama wo enche na me de ma no si me nua me ma mo se me ntum mo fose ya na sa me ba no man ka mo asema me ntumi kra adentia enema na aba no ho chese de se bi mpradua se ho si ye de na ye pedie mo odin no wan hwe yie na so how bi ba nipadua nim na se ema wo sexual wo ye weak na wo si wo me kototo ne ma bi spray ba na ho de akoye adwuma wan hwe ye kwakofa akoma ya de abrew obi aka oba so wawu aka oba so obi so ejina so sa wo ye wie na ejina so sa ye de na kwa akoye ne se adwuma enumja ye yes adwuma ni wie kwade na sei entumi nya adwuma biem ni nyina ye sebi aphrodisia nru a ye nonom se ye de befa ma me pacho imboost die wo ye be ma na wonum bia eboa ayi stress a ma wa ye weak na firi ho eboa ayi phlegms gonorrhea na syphilis enam yare bia amamman age uni padua na boso ewia na do natural strength se be ma na di amawo eti wo bo adwuma se be ma ohaw bia eni akire ni nyina ayi police ni na duro imboostable Chamedo for numbers no na asem bi a kire wadwen no eni endi nkomo e wo 0246 20 84 96 na 0540 71 13 we ye Dr. Steven Nyako sharp number no na media to janity frɛ no ye no ko die ka wo say imboostable Mr. ebi wo herbal shop licensed chemical shop pharmacy bia mu no enye na police ni na do de one kasa.
All right, enti emboost and yeti omo de aba enti emboost there. Se na me kan no e dro papa otobi na onumbia ebetumi aboa. Chepam tailor ni papa owo Ghana Muhammad na chepam de se ope wedding atare se ope atare akọ occasions. Ochina efiada memenda ne kwesi ada we enimi ya amanfo ewo friends programs ambekwe say party. Say sorry, say a year and a wedding ni bibia no me pacho woni chepam ending komo or your best tailor in Ghana. Me na make sure the best tailor in Ghana. Or wa she market a honum ana or war. The number no 020 683 7738 020 683 7738. Chepam say or your custom tailor papa or no. Ana obetumi aboa. Ma menka when I remember here panel no so na fe yembedi enkomo. I say please tell the NDC representative that this what they tell nurses. Okay, brofuno instead anye but the beham kakra into ma menka. Okay, and also my candidate. And then another one from here. I say good morning. I hope you are doing well with you and your family. Thank you very much for the good work for the Mother Ghana. Please tell the MPP man should stop making noise. They have forgotten that they just left office. Why didn't they start paying them? He should stop. And I don't know. Sena almost signed that. So that is what you should know. I can babe cost but court issues never been know. And a man near my etumi exercise. Yanko your next topic. What on Facebook and also the messages about. Making kind nina amount and boy good morning me hu ewa hanom and I face so a brand here co mensa pillar 2 also me hu wa hanom ewa Facebook odo de ba making kind amount or say fellow patriotic, let's unite and put aside our differences. There is hope for brighter future. Let us work together and support one another. We feel co mensa pillar 2 co mensa bibia boko there me sure say bibia at the year benin komo na yanko part 2 the issue of the one Ghana city levy na eda full so no per letter. You say doomsday levy. Yamano all kinds of edin. I know home come on any babedi sisi anafi. If you know we'll touch on the kind of issues, and then we'll move on from there. My man was just here ora Krobia Sante. This one Ghana city levy maintain can't but I am sure say issues are coming you are aware. OMC4 taxi drivers, transport unions, and if Ghana might move for Kasa so no Kasa or more Kasa Fahu and all that. Almost say more minority say a draconian tax, and I feel say a midnight robbery, and the NDC4 at the airbar. The other thoughts that I also saying is it did not even come on the table for them to even discuss. The other one that I agree personally is that it lacked the communication. I mean, before answer tax with Bebano. Now, ke different say be an community in Comoche, na yeti asiye. that understanding no yes mo jaka e kana mo jano so no when na nko metu asa aka no if indeed as I say your ma your doom so no idea why are we then saying say one Ghana no mo dia ba no emwa
Kojo say kaka dia aban bia ababesin ko bia jaka ijam faso ye kono yen asoman yen reserve international reserve and ye skatutri dia na ye de gu amom etwam $6 billion sene faso good reserves good and ya pile de gu na more than 30 tons okay what they are not to China. Sa na energy sector levy NDC ye take over in 2016 a car that energy sector need 5.2 billion. And you know I don't even want to focus on a car because many women no yadi kan alle some fundamental conditions say anytime be na we inherit governance be no a liability and asset. But just what you say. You know when this for no ebeji to me no kasa bebre. I was even thinking say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is answer why your man penny pay no. It's in na was senka eni mani bi ho a kasa ne sote. Well on one kasa mu no kura de wan hye dan hye gba kese bia. But them nante ne maba wa na atwa de ho ahia no. Obi to say the finance minister or to forcing. O kasa a lot. Atu forcing kura na kwa kan say 3,100 tua kokwa akuafo ka no. Kojo kaya osieso nanka at least yama kokwa akuafo kra no say aban ne mom 6,000 per bag. Atu forcing. Na onim se mere bi beba beso na beba baye photo samfo. Etene akuafo no so mo twen no ma jom 6,000 no. Se kura de bia na improve because if under NPP na we expect 6,000 now they at least say do 8,000 per bag. Atu forcing na beka kire say aban ne je to ododo na nya to na edibu man. Taxes no yemfa mu man ya to forcing e bastardize ye levy and I'm glad because I wish senka union centrofo nyina ebe sua bibi kakra free the way we here wo centro djuma no and because me wo studio but I love it say o kanokre you see ye levy Ghana for your opportunity to discuss it and centro for your opportunity to talk about it. Meboa. I'm not sure you opportunity to debate it. Can same be said about this chrono tetriamwa kotobe kumba levy? They are a Nicodemus. Almost they ba under certificate of emergency. In fact, they did not even almost another man financial budget more. Because and some of them catch the Ghana for no omu free say omu yen say yenye. Now, so MPP address ni any doom so levy, but we kept the power, we kept the light on for 8 years. True of us. Yeah. Didn't we do that? Our lights were on for 8 years. Mobile, anytime NDC is in government, we are no, or higher tariffs, yet they deliver poor service. You are not able to keep the lights on even 8 hours. Go to the smaller communities. Because you think, oh, it's okay. But oko nkronke tuamu ni ade other regions na enkrofo ekọ atete e how ni apinisie mu. But you see NDC feels because of votes omunya but they forget to know say you were registered over 18 million people now registered when you voter register mu. Eni pe to abama omdidi aban no enu 7 million po. Kojo yawe they won by about 6.2 million. And MPP in 4 point something. About 8 million people didn't vote. They should stop over emphasizing and also overestimating their strength. As a goodwill kakrana omenyanintino, they are just taking Ghanaians for granted. But goodwill over time, once sustained, it will fade. And then when nurses of one almost no bomb someone regardless of and she say papa and my papa MPP are buying nurses. If there is a particular class and a profession we are MPP no mu din ye pa professional nurses and the professional bodies no. Well, doom so way, doom so levy way. Because I slap on the faces of Ghanaians. because in any case aban no yene omo but the things as omo no was special place bi na yen temamufo no yenka oman no how can you say ubetimi akwakofa eto a charge every liter of fuel 1 Ghana cedis? Ye levy was not affecting the obiao. Ye levy will only affect you when you perform electronic transaction. Anamumu. Meboana. So who decided say when you are not paying ye levy?
Yeah, because some have said ye levy was a vertical kind of approach.
Exactly.
Kojo,
and I'm saying second I you be upon the mobile money account. It ye levy only affects you when you perform Momo transaction. Betting. Me crop ya me twa bet so da. It's betting tax affect me. But this a two-way Robin Peter to pay port levy way no. Affect obia because chroma I want and on my I want Kojo obia Afroca obia Chika why would you private car auto fuel why won't you private car you should know say when the commercial driver is building the coaster cost no be transfer the about the ultimate consumer ho eye wo trotro wa akofro trotro no it is ono eto every liter of fuel na yet 1 cedi and a gallon of fuel 4.5 liters which means for every gallon of fuel he is paying 4.5 cedis 4 cedi 50 pesos. It is a car 40 liters and a man not just a 40 Ghana cedis. Tell me what kind of system is this?
But would you also appreciate the fact that it's
a candy free one another?
Appreciating that.
No, we are not saying that. We are not saying that. They should just stop the waste in the system. The waste. There's so much waste in our system. And waste, and I'm not referring only to NDC. Successive administration, the previous administration now, previous administration now can home. There's so much waste in our system. Kojo, waste the system no. Now who aban be catch them me say timamuni na say bi maame na okutwa bode betim ana bode duru no abeto on 50 cedi ne bode na be foka trotro driver na betum na sa tax na dey transfer the amano na wa catch them me say health ministry education ministry presidency one omo de momuntua ECG omuntua bill is it fair? Is it not cheat? It's your man I no. As a here for no Kojo. A here for na ehwe sika for no. Hwe kwabra ni sika ya tamama no. Oni job experience bi o. Meka ya na person meka. But it's so pathetic. Kojo. Kwabra ni job experience bi o. But sika twitwi dey 125,000 cedis a month.
Anya adwuma no ho mra no.
How?
Oye head of an institution.
You know, says you can't waste, you know. Means our tax we in Ghana for ID and Ghana no. And Ghana for your money among Castle. Ghana for Yabutrebi at the minute near maybe go and people are trying. At any time I Ghana for best at no. And now it maybe they will decide to go silence completely. And that is the time how we are by now we are smart government. I won't say hey. And now that last minute, a lot of things they are thinking. So you be Ghana for some. Now last minute, you know, Ghanaians can never be taken for granted.
All right, but I say, Krobia, Sadiq Herbal, some men can show say, or the Flexon 600 mixture, Abba. Now Flexon 600 Herbal mixture, no, wow, stiffness, joint timu, and I face society 3T numbness, when someone baby bia, no patch onom Flexon 600 herbal mixture na ebetumi aboa treating sexual weaknesses so no Flexon 600 etumi aboa elephant herbal mixture eso eka omaduro no ho Sadiq Herbal Center de aba na no say pulse burning sensations constipation me pacho 100% herbal elephant herbal mixture onomo and also betumi aboa bebre Sadiq Herbal powder and so I will honor my no so no a bois cocoa and I feel so all forms of powers the walls would be no Sadiq Herbal able to me a bois sasso and a elephant ointment and also for a waist and all body pains in and backbone romanticism and I feel so swollen legs in and also able to me a bois so open do tour a Okanshi drag lane Kobidia Enterprise Kane's Walk Herbal Repash or Rupash Herbal Tenatet Herbal and I feel so a Helus Herbal wobenya bi ɛwɔ hɔ nom tema so Little George Pharmacy Ashaman Ekus Pharmacy in Koko and after so Hillside Pharmacy and also in Koko Kumase Kolinak Herbal and Misty Herbal Happy Dank Herbal Freddy Men's Co Mama and a co Mama Becky and also Okohon Maubenye bi location no Mori Junction amo ben 2 boot on the Central Region Kwan no so hodoma 0244 153 11 0244 153 511 and also 055 799 7797 055 799 7797 AA Sadiq Herbal Center ahonom and obenya waya resa nyina Richie maminti na fi member ton ade kakra but maminti emfa levy no ho na fi member back
Kojo me da say me pese me refresh your memory kakra bi on the previous issue mema Krobia emfele say ye refi nanu ya abanda da otwam oba foforo no na the ministers nko appoint here was about 120 ministers and the President Mahama appointed less than 60 ministers was saving on mine huge sums of money so 127 ministers no na mu 10 bi wo ho no mu a come age boom cry ko be 1000 years so near the Ghana sika na eti o ka dem pa no mo ye de boy what ya na wo ka Sami Jamfi asem Sami Jamfi at his age ene enija ba adwadifo emu nyina no je agina Sami Jamfi nti se adwadifo ko dwamu an yatete ne ma so no mo pech musika o mo didi dwanem emu atre abaya ye kese no mo timi di dwa yie ni nyina ye Sami Jamfi modembo enti eya ogasa onto no boaz kakra o ma be 2 years bi ntwam na Ghana fo remfi baby a efi bae ene di levy asem aye ken ye nyina obi ani ho a obeka se taxes enye a component of governance. Taxes one of the things oman bia ede ebo ho bra. Ye nuanu mo manya kwan etu kwan kwa manone so be di adanse say ya brojire de ye tua tax obi bia obe tua tax. And so omo transport system koso ye omo accommodation bibia koso ye because of what taxes now omo tua no. It taxes nobody have argued against taxes. MPP4 can also not argue against taxes. But M11 say nanu ya the MPP4 timi kire say di levy no ense say yetua. Enche na Ghana fo nyina de ya no gira fa ka kire mo say levy a mo de bayi. Teacher ni akoye adwuma abosom yetua ne ka. Oyi na nam say krono wo kwan so nti osuro nti ode to ne wallet mu a okofie no ode akohwe ne fie kakra no wate ne to bone be no wayo ye ka ni nyina kire mo san gira ye nim twa cake say 11 ne de ye de kosoro bafo mo beje etwi Ghana fo nyina anim ene wa baba be gina o say wo sa akro ya no o ka kire say D11 no hu hia ba nyansa bi wo D11 mu a me pese ye nyina ye nya ye ho ntiase nyansa wo D11 mu say ene say nanu ya last year ya in fact omo de aban omo dane aban no de ahye President Mahama Nsano na mamu boni nti e finin keka bebre o ye sika semu enti na ma ye dollar no ye sidi no ene dollar na ho de na enye enti ne ye to fuel 1 liter of fuel for 17 Ghana cedis. President Mahama mamu papa one Sami Jamfi no ne ato force no atete sa e finin nyina afrim ama ye sika na ho de na peja ene ye to fuel 1 liter for 11 cedis. Does it affect the buyer of fuel or not? What the way to do E-levy ho E-levy no et se ne etie no nipa na je ne sika no wo tie fi so ne sika no so tie na ete but D-levy we no nipa no tua mpo so nimpo se otua because na wo ban na ne tirimu odin onia oh please krobe am hwie driver bi bia nsu wo da busu before na esu because I'm giving you a typical example here Kojo. Madam Fubia or Kessben of somewhere around February more baby. Moto no yusu e ko Florida. Yeah. Be 1 week ni no buy. Or so buy no. Or farm bike no call filling station. First no January mo nyina last year nyina not to fuel one of filling the tank na 1.7. Into oko filling station and I'm so told ya change into oko filling station no a programming 1.7 oh ni trim odu ya also mo fill tank they do 90 cedis na shoot here otu ya 105 and the fill in the tank was saving 65 Ghana cedis under John Mahama. It is such a person who want to 2 cedis or the count crumple and do 110 Ghana cedis was saving until this is an innovative financing. Don't forget, says $4 billion car. That one more no. As I say, Ghana, your situation become no papa. We station where you have to buy fuel to power it. If we don't deal with this, so President Mama say, see a team ye jumama, ye sika semna pajama, ye petrol bona bafomoa. Yen pe kwan papa biso na yen jeje kakra enkan bom na yen fen yi say kanun free hono because em be atwa mu no ye call MPP for dem na 70
better say pa say oni edi nkom me san da masim pe for some be Johnny Korea Sante Deputy National Organizer National Director Communication MPP na face so Richard Atonam Nyako Eastern Regional Youth Organizer for the NDC. Madam I say, men call na mene midimafo ending komo na ye share de ko midimafo de senior ye hundun don ye nye petrol se ba ye yare ndie yare pa enti ending komo boss bia boko de
twedi ampa da ro de na che na nso e
bia boko na midimafo fon te sen
midimafo ho ye Dr. Time da so ho ye adwumayefo ho nyina nyame nti obi a ho ye esan Meda say, my mincha or for any with TF4 and pay. A medima for a hospital, Dr. Time da Sonedano. Na as you any Makum, you know, Ghana has say, your Pokwasa, my Kumasi, a Boakwa Chumago School Junction. And then, and Nioma Bina, Mino Bekan was some BBT say prostate enlargement. Many Bama be a Bekan was some sons away a Bama. At the age of 30 aircraft, prostate no a bit me enlarge. So where Yana Sabrenon so ready from 50 years and above, no so. O prostate no so no ebetimi enlarge nti be ma bia wo ho a na waya hoda so na mekira onu yo ba akomienu a obetimi so ayiso ebeboa wo na afi krampo so no wo ye be ma o prostate no so no watumi abon ho ban na afi onyankopon twedi ampon bambo ane nubina hodo de amaye no wonso watumi edibia abon ho bra na medimafo aba hospital sabre ya me no ka sei ye nyina ni mse anes for dodo na cost striker e say omunni apomden bia ahodo bebere na but me kan kire say obi be ka sei na medimafo aba hospital so anes for cost striker na mpa cho da bi medimafo aba hospital ye adwuma 24/7 e free juada kosi juada medimafo aye adwuma anu nti ba bia wo bia ye opoko asema yire kumasi abu akwa atwemago Obeka say, midimafo de na se ekwan wo abo no say adidi kwan wo enwa esan se baabia okokodi ni de ensese wade ma wo baabia okohwe se wobenya apomden no ensese o ma no wade ma wo berma na no akonsuo no for 38 times okeka bo ma 38 good years no mpacho okọ be 37 36 no obi anko okọ ba akomienu miensan ko beja ko barwa wampaba Okoya the 38th time no ne ho etimi eto no mo nya apomden enu ntimi ka kire se wo ba medimafo ba hospital wo hwe dogu nya hu no ana wa ba beji aduro ba akomienu wa pomden no NCP a menya e ba sanse me ka kire se eye medimafo pe ana ho betimi atowo se ye ka bibiduro mu okunini okukudama eye medimafo ba hospital ni atia no se de trosem ne kan ho asem se me mamuni aduaba na momfa haban no fansam ho yare no sa ba haban kro ya na Dr. Time da so de ya adwuma but difference a woman ne se ma me papa me aba team difference a woman ne se ubekọ ye odua bi ho a eduru mra bi a yemfa na bana no mfa nsa yare edua bi di some age a untumi mfa ni hini mfa nsa yare ahaban bi di some years a yemfa haban no mfa nsa yare ena okoduru se me ka kiro se kotinyinya haban na nyinya haban okoduru ho a se de ne kala ne sitie na obehunu se nyinya we ahaban na hoodi wo ma na hoodi nim wo ahaban bi ho a yare a chene dada baro me ka kiro se kotinyinya na okona haban no yare a chene na okote de sa wo be sa wo ho yare a enko wan hwe abesan so anya yare foforo de aka ho esan sa haban bi ho eduru mra bi obon sa haban na aye yellow sa yellow no mpacho yemfa nsa yare san so na dua bi obon sa na haban na asesa from the green no to another tebia bi a onfa nintini no emfa nsa yare we no nyina ye nimdeɛ ne nyansa wo se nimdeɛ a mema nie nti na mema no ɛbɛkɔ ahohihia mu bare so wonye nimdeɛ na wohunu sɛ edua wei se na no yobia setie ye obi te sɛ mahogany dua ye wo age bia ne sɛ de desire mahogany dua bi wo a edi 10 years abetimi de asayare ebi di 15 20 years a wo de sayare bi wo ho a enye yie ba yare bi wo ebetimi asa saa nimdeɛ we nyina no mpacho ɛwo ho ɛno ntini aka kyerɛ sɛ o pɛ ayaresɛm okunni aya bibiduro mu a ɛyɛ medimafo aba hospital ɛna wo sɛ wo de ba na obi bɛka sɛ yare bɛ na mo sa ma me papa me nua ba yare na efiri utiri so kosi wo na ase ɛde nti na meka saa asɛm sɛ efiri utiri so kosi wo na ase be obi bɛka sɛ o sɛ ne ebia nka osanka mo sa yare ba akomienu daabi tie mie pa so kenkan 2 Kings 20 verse 7 a ɛwɔ bra na odifo Isaiah ne mamu na mpompo basa abɔ ne manfo bi ebinom yare HIV ebinom so yare ASC yare na ebinom kra ne mpompo basa na abɔ mo ɛwɔ 2 Kings 20 verse 7 enti bra o mu sudi gu odifo Isaiah so na afa odifo no hunu de onye but nyame tumi ya na wori mu nto bo wura akwayem na ɔba no okutanu bena haban ene nuan hini ɔde ba fie bɛsa ne manfo nyina yare ɛma ɔmo ho tɔ ɔmo ɛwɔ 2 Kings 20 verse 7 ɛnya ɔnko a okenkan kyerɛsɛm ne bebre a mpacho Revelation 22 verse 2 kra no ɛka enua ne haban ho asɛm ɛwɔ hɔ a ɛsa nyarewa ahodo mentena sen kasa me de mempɛ bibiduro ɛna me de bibiduro de ɛnwo mpacho bibiduro no ɛnwo no o tena se ma sɛ bibiduro ɛnwo nti wakɔ konya yare bi a wanhwɛ ya wontumi nsɔre medimafo si obi a wontumi ma yo obi a mpacho wawu a memfa nipa no ntoka mu mfa ne ma medimafo so onyane no esa nsa doctor onyane obi a wawu de onyame no boy na wagye de doctor ntumi nya ho adwuma bare mom no sɛ honam dua no ayɛ mmra sɛ bi te sɛ bi a hernia afi oba wo fibroid fibra esan say ye be twa scan ahodo ye lab ahodo bia bi wo scan ahodo bia bi wo e wo medimafo ba hospital wo ye diabetic patient ana so krampo de stroke na achew se wonya stroke no ano chia mpacho doctor ma 3 days pe tie mi ye pa se wano chia wonya stroke amo ano achia doctor time da so ma 3 days pe wano no ba betene afi pressure na wo so infertility oba ne be ma wontumi nwo no me pacho awaduro medimafo no ye mu aduro se kwa akonumbi kosabi kotuabi mpacho ntesa one tot pe ye aduro no de ma wa mpacho anadwo de so ne be ma ne hia mu nhia bi mboso me beso na eba ne dem medimafo eba hospital na me ka prostate ho asem prostate medical ka kiro say from 30 years and above no oye at risk so obetimi anya bi ama na ye ebi o ha ye abusuam enu nti no ebi a papa wo bi na ode wo obetimi anya bi at early stage from 30 years and above but nhwemu amia wo say wo prostate no attach wo mo pa abrofo no UK ne abibifo na prostate no etai eche na de tie no say eya na 33% of sayare can say prostate no every aduane diet ayedie no nioma hodo ayedie no ene free mo enu nti so ye bema patro o diet no ya no hwani ye wadidie mu no ya hwani ye onnom so ya hwani ye esan se eno ya ade ba ko eka ho afa krampon so no obi wo a onyini no so no na enlarge enu nti ne ya say bema bia wo a bra for check up oba medimafo e be check ni nyina area ma oba bia obekọ bia for check up afa hu se ahya ase a ne wa treat etimi use bese e depending on immune system no e betimi use between 1 to 2 years a large more na afa krampon so no cancer na ewo mu tumor no afa aba ye kase na e de how dey ba na afa ye kwhwe obibi but ukọ ayarsa bia na ukọ check time in time until unim say me prostate insane sitie afa bon sa 3 months 5 months no sa akọ check no ahwe se enyina na afa wape ho akwan na watu hu anamo bara mame ma onioma bi na afa yemfa wonsi enoma amede ma won say o nutrition na o diet no na betimi abo na afi watumi control na bia timi akonkan ria ma o afi red meat bebre no mpacho be ma enya mfa ma o enam munu bebre no be ma enya mfa ma o san se betimi abo o prostate na enlarge ebia mu nso kra milk bebre say every day o be no milk no mpacho enye mfa ma o ana afi krampo so enioma be ma betimi adi ama na bo say fruit and vegetables ade say be bo ma o prostate no so no aye normal afi tomatoes ya ade ampacho eyedema bema enu ntie bia wache kosua obetimi adwitwa tomatoes no de agu ho na wo de adi afa obetimi blend de afra carrot na wanom ebeboa wo ama nso otumi adi ye eye medimafo ya ba hospital ene eni obedi nkomoyi ye opoko asema ye komase ebu akwa atwuma ago me na okasa doctor atana se opoko ase ochena obetana se for premium service no registration is 200 Ghana cedis fra your numbers yi na eni nkomo na bra ne yenhwew 0244 774282 0244 774282 afa 0500 727215 0500 727215 me dimafo aba hospital Dr. Time so opening your better papa.
Yes, you does. Say there to you, Mrs. Evelyn AJ Bima. We a teacher at Anhwea Primary School. Happy birthday to you, Mrs. Evelyn AJ Bima. We a teacher at Anhwea, say Anhwea Primary School. And then happy birthday to you, Mavis Owusu Efriye, Ninahini Government Hospital. Mavis Owusu Efriye. Happy birthday to you, Mavis. Radin Shaw, happy birthday to you. And then happy birthday to you, Angela Kwachua Mensan. Our NSIA, okay, insurance company. Wave Fidel Recon. Angela Kwachua Mensan. Happy birthday to you. Waha any a day Jumediani Besi meeting at a Kojo Preko Dankwah, heavily produced by Richard Apia Sapon, Fifi, and Afesu Dani. Me technical on duty Amos and Afesu a Abrantia, your friend or a Kweku Anna.